altogether the most growth hormone release, and you want a peptide that you can use almost every day, it's going to be Ipamorelin. Why? Because if you try to use Hexarelin every single day, it's just too powerful, and those receptor sites need days to resensitize, and you don't have that case with Ipamorelin. Yeah, what's going on, guys? Seth Spartan here, nutrition, training, and hormone expert and Prometheus Pro bodybuilder with Prometheus HRT, the world's best testosterone and hormone replacement clinic. Use my code SPARTAN to save on either testosterone or HGH replacement therapy or peptides or Anavar or Anadrol, and the list goes on as long as you qualify. So guys, today we're going to be talking about why I use Ipamorelin instead of Hexarelin. As you can see, guys, there's nothing written on the board behind me. That's because I want to keep this short, sweet, and to the point and do a quick video, only a couple minutes long, tops, and explain to you guys why I use Ipamorelin over Hexarelin and why it's better. So guys, we're not really going to get into things like half-life or into the pharmacokinetics of either compound. However, I am going to leave you guys with this. The reason that I use Ipamorelin over Hexarelin is this. Ipamorelin is the best growth hormone releasing peptide in the world currently that we have available. So, you know, you have GHRP6, GHRP2, you have Ipamorelin, Hexarelin, GHRP6, go watch my Unleashed video on that. Great peptide, but a lot of problems. GHRP2, better, but still has some problems. However, the scientists and the people who created both Hexarelin and Ipamorelin hit the nail on the head. Hexarelin and Ipamorelin are the two best growth hormone releasing peptides, period. I'm going to do Unleashed videos on both of those. But all that you guys need to know, why Ipamorelin over Hexarelin? Guys, the answer comes down to this. Hexarelin is the most powerful growth hormone releasing peptide ever, period, without a doubt. And also, you know, in terms of cortisol and prolactin, it's nothing compared to the growth hormone pulse you're getting. And again, they've removed ghrelin negative sides from Hexarelin and Ipamorelin, such as fat storage and other things. We'll talk about this more in another video. I don't want to make this too long. But guys, basically, all you need to know is that Hexarelin and Ipamorelin are the two best, but Ipamorelin is better, and this is the one I prefer to use personally. Why? Simply put, guys, Hexarelin, it does everything, and it's the most powerful, but the problem is that what makes Hexarelin the best, most powerful growth hormone releasing peptide ever with no problems also comes back to shoot it in the foot. What do I mean? With Hexarelin, guys, the pulse is so powerful. The mechanism of action on the pituitary gland to release growth hormone is so powerful that it desensitizes itself. It desensitizes the pituitary ghrelin receptor sites, growth hormone releasing sites, so much to the point where, guys, bottom line, you have to wait a couple days to use Hexarelin again before you're even going to get any sort of significant pulse. So Hexarelin and Ipamorelin are the best, period. The best growth hormone releasing peptides, period. But in terms of if you want to use something every day, or in my professional recommendation, 5 times a week, you know, taking Monday and Thursday off, you want to use Ipamorelin, not Hexarelin. You know, if you're going to use a growth hormone releasing peptide, you know, 3 times a week, twice a week, no problem. Use Hexarelin, guys. You'll have time to resensitize. But if you want to get altogether the most growth hormone release, and you want a peptide that you can use almost every day, it's going to be Ipamorelin. Why? Because if you try to use Hexarelin every single day, it's just too powerful, and those receptor sites need days to resensitize, and you don't have that case with Ipamorelin. Think about this. Hexarelin is like the hormone that is so powerful, it's gonna bind those pituitary receptor sites so hard. The pituitary is gonna release, boom, like a huge dump. It's gonna release all that growth hormone. However, those receptor sites are gonna need days to upregulate before you can do that again, which is fine if you're using it every couple days. But most of us, in terms of bodybuilding, fitness, athletics, in terms of muscle gain, fat loss, and all those other awesome benefits, guys, we want a peptide that we can use for maximal effect every day. So in terms of getting the most growth hormone release in 1 week, and not just the most growth hormone release, but daily getting growth hormone release and IGF increase out of the two, Hexarelin and Ipamorelin. Ipamorelin is going to be better if you want to use that pretty much every day. Why? Ipamorelin, like Hexarelin, has all the negative sides of peptides removed, not like GHRP6 and GHRP2. Go watch my GHRP6 video for more information on that. But guys, simply put, Ipamorelin is a much softer, kinder growth hormone release. Hexarelin and also the GHRP6 and 2, but Hexarelin being the biggest is going to give you this kind of growth hormone release, like a boom, like a huge dump. It's going to go high and it's going to go long, okay? The pituitary, but after that pulse, the pituitary is going to completely desensitize. So the next day when you try to use Hexarelin, the growth hormone release is going to be like nothing. Unfortunately, that's what we see. However, with Ipamorelin, it's not a spike like GHRPs or even like Hexarelin. Hexarelin is a hard, big pulse and a long pulse. Hexarelin would be like this. Ipamorelin's like this, kind of like a shield volcano. It's kind and soft in terms of receptor binding on the pituitary, and it's a longer mechanism of action. What does this mean? It means it's going to be easier on those ghrelin receptor sites, which growth hormone releasing peptides bind to release growth hormone in general. In English terms that everybody can understand, Ipamorelin is going to cause the least desensitization and the greatest HGH, human growth hormone release, out of any of the peptides when using it pretty much every day. And it can be used almost every day. My professional recommendation to you, same as the doctors at Prometheus HRT, again, we agree completely. Take Monday and Thursday off to avoid any desensitization whatsoever, and then just dose Ipamorelin, decent dosing, pretty high, the rest of the 5 days for maximum effect. But guys, that's pretty much it. That's why I use Ipamorelin over Hexarelin. I went a little longer than I wanted to, but again, rather give you guys more information than less. Guys, we'll do unleashed videos on Ipamorelin and Hexarelin soon, I promise. But guys, this is why I personally use Ipamorelin. And without any further ado, also, guys, pharmaceutical grade Ipamorelin and CJC NODAC is both available at Prometheus HRT with a prescription. So, go ahead, do that, sign up, and get the best growth hormone peptides and HGH if you want. However, guys, if you're under 40, most likely if you're younger, you're not going to qualify for just straight out HGH. But again, if you're younger, you shouldn't be using synthetic HGH anyway, because you'd be getting the same bang for buck in growth hormone release with peptides, and you wouldn't be shutting down your own production. When you're older and your pituitary can't release as much HGH on its own, then it makes more sense, obviously, to use HGH. But guys, you can get massive human growth hormone HGH increases using Ipamorelin and CJC NODAC pretty much every day at good dosages. I am currently prescribed through Prometheus HRT 200 micrograms Ipamorelin, 200 micrograms CJC NODAC. It comes in a combination vial. Take that 5 times a week. Feel amazing. If you wanted to do Hexarelin, then I would do no more than 3 times a week, maybe even twice a week, depending on dosage. But guys, that's pretty much it. That is why, guys, I use Ipamorelin, not Hexarelin. Ipamorelin, Hexarelin, are without a doubt the two best growth hormone releasing peptides, period. But Ipamorelin is slightly better for the reasons I just described to you guys. Seth Spartan, stay safe, stay healthy, and we are out of here.